morning, all. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Diandra Show this morning. It is my honor to welcome our guest, Miss Lorelai Colbert. Lorelai, thank you for, taking time out of your busy schedule to join me today. Please tell me and myself and the audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, Diandra, for having me today. It really is an honor, but more importantly, it's an honor for you to have me sitting here, let's be honest. I am the student government president here. A lot of people might say dictator, and I would have to agree. I mean, I do like to crack the whip when needed. I'm also an older sister to a younger brother. He's 16. He's very fat and repulsive at times. I do tolerate him, but I guess I do love him in front of the parental guidance people. Yeah. The real love of my life is my little puppy, Mia. I got her in May or June. She was born in April, so we just, had to wait until we could bring her home. She was a little fluff ball, and she was my pride and joy.
Wow, I heard that you carry like a mini shrine with you in your purse everywhere you go?
That is true, but I did leave my purse in the other room. Otherwise, I would be happy to show you.
It's okay. You can show me after the show.
Oh, thanks.
And, since you were student government president, please tell me about some of the things that you guys have been doing this year.
Oh, no problem. So we've done two things. The first was our anti-bullying campaign. And the one thing, I believe I said crack the whip. One other thing we put in was these little electric chokers on our student government, leaders. And what happens is if the leaders act up, they get zapped. But if they see someone else acting up, they could just touch them, the person gets zapped. So what we do, we have anti-bully. If they see a bully, you zap the bully, you throw the bully in the lake. The next thing we did, our house pins. I see you have a couple here today.
I do indeed.
That's great. I'm glad you picked them up. So we had 4 Our House pins throughout the month of November. The first one said Our House. People wanted to feel included. God only knows why. I know I didn't, but hey, it's part of the job, part of the dictatorship, I guess. The next was the pin for the majors, the minors, if you're College of Business, liberal arts, communications like you and I, you know what you mean. The next one was different numbers. So if you're an athlete, you got a 20 because there's 20 Division I sports. If you got a commuter, you got 206 because you got to drive on 206 in order to drive onto Ryder's campus. I thought that was clever. Didn't come up with it, but I did think it was clever. And then the last one said welcome home. So we had 4 pins. Last one, welcome home. We gave it out the day after the Thanksgiving break. We know a lot of people don't want to come back to school for December. You're home. The weather's getting cold. You just want to be in your bed. No, come back. We just wanted to say this is your second home. And then the other pin was for Relay for Life. We did a pin. You donated $1, and you got to go to Relay for Life and wear our pin.
Wow, that's very exciting. You have been doing a lot for Ryder Student Government. And so what do you like to do in your spare time here at Ryder when you aren't involved with student government?
Well, student government does take up a huge portion of my time, unfortunately. But I have to say I have never failed to make room in my schedule for duck watching. I mean, we have this gorgeous Centennial Lake. I know sometimes the fountain's on, sometimes the fountain's off. Sometimes the filter's on, sometimes the filter's off as well. I mean, and you could tell when you walk over the bridge because sometimes it looks a little messy. But it's all right. I mean, as long as the ducks are there, you'll find me around the sides. The one thing that I learned by watching the ducks is that there's always an ugly duckling. And you can't just judge the ugly duckling because it doesn't fit. And that's why we throw the bullies in the lake, so they can watch firsthand at these ugly ducklings and see how the ducks still bring them into their pod.
And what does being an avid duck watcher entail?
So what it entails is, first you need some free time. Next you need some ducks. So I usually go spring semester. If it's too cold, they fly down to Florida, so I need to make sure they're back from their little retirement home. But then I just need a good pair of binoculars, and I'm good.
Very interesting. And I heard that you are the president of the duck watching group here at Rider University.
Yes, I started this organization as a freshman. Right now we have a whopping 2 members. It's me and my puppy, Mia. Mia sometimes doesn't show up, and sometimes it's hard to find binoculars that fit a little face. But we do make time in our schedules for duck watching.
Nice. And, I think by you being here on the show and speaking about your duck watching experiences, hopefully there will be more members at your next meeting if you want to, just say when you meet so people can come and support. Maybe I'll come out one day.
Well, we meet every day at sunrise. So I know the time is not very favorable, but that's the times that the ducks are the most fun.
Very interesting. And now that I've talked about your experiences, here at Ryder, I want to really get to know you. And so I have a few questions that I asked about. So what would your favorite ice cream be?
Oh, I love ice cream. How'd you know? I'm a dessert girl. Oh my gosh.
See it in your cheeks.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but my favorite ice cream is cookie dough. Cookie dough chocolate chip. Is it just cookie dough? I'm not sure, but I like to put on caramel topping.
That sounds delicious. I am a cookie dough fan myself.
Is it your favorite?
No.
It should be.
Working on it.
I won't
Maybe.
zap you. Don't worry.
I know.
The choke is off
I
today.
know you control who gets zapped and what. But wow, cookie dough, that's a good ice cream. You can tell a lot about a person based on the type of ice cream that they like. Did you know that?
I didn't. So what can you tell?
You like to be in control.
I do. And what about the caramel?
Caramel, you have a little sweet tooth.
I do. And you said you saw it in my cheeks. I mean, I can't even tell a lie.
I know. And also, what type of music do you like?
I mean, I think I like all the genres. I'm a country girl sometimes when I'm watching my ducks. I do like a little rap when I go out. And yeah, I'm pretty much anything really. Pop, jazz.
And I heard that you recently turned 21.
I did over spring break.
So have you been hitting the bars and clubs a lot in the area?
Yes, you could say I'm a raging alcoholic, but most college students are at this age, so it's okay.
And to support your raging alcoholism, do you work or how do you?
Well, I mean, I
pay for
do
your
get a little bit of money from student government. I am also a tour guide, which gives me some money. But I mean, let's be honest, the rates that tour guides are getting right now, I didn't even get a cool jacket this year, and I really wanted to sell that thing to get more money to buy my alcohol, but I can't even do that. So I really just rely on my blue eyes to, hopefully get men to buy me drinks at the bar.
I understand. And also, we have a big fan base here at the station, and I got so many letters asking about if you are single or taken.
Well, I do have a first man, or a first dictator, I should say. He's wonderful. He really is. He's on the track team. His name's Andrew. But I would really tell all those people that sent you mail to watch out, because if he hears that, he throws shot put for a living and a hammer. So he could get them near and far, and then just heavy weights that are going to go towards the heads.
I will make sure that I hope all of the men who think Lorelai is a beautiful girl know that they are in danger.
They are.
With your boyfriend?
Yes, my first man.
Your first man. And since you're so involved and you've done so much here at Ryder in your 3 years, what advice do you offer incoming freshmen who are shy and unsure of how to experience college?
Well, I've never been shy, but I would tell them, 1, watch the ducks. You can learn a lot from the ducks. 2, appreciate the ugly duckling, because you never know when you're going to be the ugly duckling in a situation. 3, be the dictator of whatever you want. And 4, have fun. Keep a balanced life. If you want to go to the bar, go to the bar. If you don't have money, bat your eyelashes. Figure out a way, and you'll have your dreams come true.
Wow, words of encouragement. I hope that they show this at the O-Staff video. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today, Lorelai. It was my pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please remember to tune in tomorrow, 8 a.m., on another exciting episode of The Diandra Show.